Hello once again, my name's Steve Jaguar, and this is another BeerNative beer review. Okay, if you're new to the channel, I think I said that correctly. If you're new to the channel, do the thing. Check me out on Instagram, BeerNative TV. I'm kind of that everywhere on Twitter and also on Untappd. The exception there being I'm Steve Jaguar. You can see it going across just there. And please subscribe to the channel and share this with other people, because the more people that know about great beer, the happier we all are. All right, awesome. In this one, I'm going to be reviewing a new brewery again. It seems like I could do this every single week. It's amazing, though that's a good thing. When I moved here to the UK 20 years ago, this would have been, well, it would have been very samey. There was a lot of beer here, no doubt about that. But there was a lot of real ales and a lot of brown ales and a lot of blonde ales. And the variety was nowhere near as eclectic, let's say, as it is now, right? And we are going to be looking at Kinnegar's. There it is there. One of their core range called Crossroads. It's an American style IPA. We can take a better look at it there if we want. Look at the art. Check it out. Yes, I mean, you know I'm going to like the art, right? Intelligent use of white space. Ooh. And it is farmhouse beers from Donegal. Donegal is in Ireland. We can take a look at where that is in a moment if we wish. And the art is super cool. Actually, the art is worth... Let's go check them out first before we get all wrapped up in the art and all that kind of thing, right? Let's bring it to the screen. Here is their website. I only just went there 2 seconds ago, so sometimes I at least go there for 5 seconds in advance, but no, I haven't done that. So we can see the core range, Kinnegar beers. We pair brewing tradition with contemporary sense of adventure to produce clean, crisp, and full-flavored beers. Well, that sounds nice, doesn't it? But there's Crossroads. We can kind of see there, maybe in a different, slightly different art form. And there's a Crossroad can. It looks like the bottles look slightly different from the Big Bunny Black Bucket East Coast. Black Rye IPA sounds good. And, oh, sorry, there we go. There's Crossroads right there. All right. It doesn't, oh, weird. It doesn't enlarge. Interesting website. Let's do that one. Oh, look at that. Like little flippy panel things. Wonder if that works on your phone. I might guess maybe not. All right, let's get rid of these ones so we're not distracted. And let's blow that up. Here's what we're looking at. West Coast American IPA, dark golden amber. I'm getting more into that. Now, West Coast American is typically hop forward, and I'm on the West Coast train. If you've watched the last few, it's all been West Coast, and this fits right in with my theme. But you can have an amber or golden malt, but it's not meant to be so hop forward. Extra pale seems pretty popular. But anyway, we're going to let that go. Hops American. Come on. Right? Tell me what hops. Maybe it says in the can. We can look at the can and hope for the best, right? But be forthcoming. You can't just say American hops. Say which ones you mean. Citra. Simcoe. I don't know. Just throw something out there that makes it West Coast. But no. Nothing. That's too bad, There's a little bit more blurb here. This is just a history of Kinnegar I'm reading there. Okay, well, that's not cool. They're going to lose points on packaging for not being forthcoming with what they're using there. But nevertheless, citrus and tropical fruit flavors, a touch of pine, sounds very West Coast. Nothing too surprising. Free of bells and whistles, so it's classic. A little bit like that one we did from Spain, which was saying it was the benchmark, right? And this is a core range American style West Coast. So, what do we know about these guys? They said they were a farmhouse brewery, right? Let's click on the brewery and take a little look and see if we get any more information. Brewing, packaging. We're going to look at that. I don't need to know about how brewing works. Packaging, I want to know. Self-sufficient. Oh, self-sufficient packaging. For form. What does that mean? That's very cool. They fill locally. They can locally. All right, I like it. And they have a Funk Farm project I like these guys. Okay, so they're doing spontaneous. This is pretty cool. This is a farmhouse beer. They're doing interesting things with fermentations. This does not make this normal now. This is a core beer for them, but this is not a normal beer for normal people. All right, nice. I don't know how long they've been around. And it doesn't tell me out of the box, but we can let that go. No problem. Let's go back here and let's take a look. I didn't get a tight look at the can. I'm going to give it to you though. So do I have, no, I don't have the beer cam going. It's been giving me problems. Let's just say that. All right. I need to improve the beer cam. All right. So we can see there. Waiting for the bus. There's Kilbarrack. There's Rathmullen. There's the rest of the world. And there's these crafty characters. Create a beer down there. They're going, I don't know. They're going somewhere cool. And I want to go there. All right. So I just caught that date. I think that actually makes this out of date, but that's not the fault of the can. I have bought too much beer. I have bought too much beer, and this has been in my fridge too long. And I realize I've got it in order, and somehow this escaped. But we're not gonna. I know it will have lost some of its hoppy goodness because of that. My fault. My bad. But let's do this anyway. All right. This is sometimes as much about creating awareness about a unique brewery we didn't know about as it is about trying the beer, right? So it smells very gentle, very grapefruit. A little bit of peach. I like it. Let's see what the malt looks like. Now we expected an amber malt, and we're kind of getting that. I'm not being too aggressive, and I'm getting a really friendly head there that says to me, how you doing? Let's try this. Oh, I'm getting a certain amount of dankness, which I've been drinking a lot of Strata lately. One in particular you can just get in supermarkets is Transient from Northern Monk. It's just there at Morrison's. It's reasonably priced, but it's a Citra Strata, and it's great. You know, it dials the Strata back a little bit, but it's very nice. Okay, let's have a little sip. I think if you didn't see the percentage, and I didn't say it, it's a 6.2, which is a nice number for an IPA. Wow, it's very gentle. So I think that's my fault, right? We know that this would have been significantly more hoppy, but it's not light on it. It's really good. And it's not malt forward given the darker malt, but it does have a certain amount of sweetness and darker malt punch, more like a Belgian brown. It's got that kind of to it. That nice little extra bit of body is there. And there's kind of a slow lingering pine, so they're doing exactly what they say. I don't know that I'm jumping completely on there's my camera. Fix it. There we go. This has been happening a lot with my camera. I would love to meet people who have the same camera and find out why this is a problem. It's just suddenly happened. Maybe I need a new connector cable or something. I apologize for that. So this is good. But it does have a very subtle kind of odd dankness to it that gets up into your sinuses. Otherwise, though, I'd say very white grapefruit. A little bit of peach on the nose, but that's gone as soon as you sip it. So if you like a white grapefruit-centric beer with kind of a slight, inoffensive, soft pine, not like a harsh pine, like a Chinook pine, but more like a gentle, non-sharp pine, this is it. This is a good one for you. And 6.2, gentle enough that you can enjoy one or two. Pretty good. I'd like to explore more from them because I like to learn a little bit more about the farmhousiness and their wild fermentation, if that's what they're doing there, right? But for now, I'm satisfied with my first impression from Kinnegar. And I would like to learn more about their art, but I don't see much on there, and I don't know if there's a credit on here to find out. But they have a similar style. I looked at the one from 360, and 360 looked a bit like Trillium in the States. And maybe there's just like a trend that they're following with using this kind of white space with the combined branding and the very cool and unique art. But this, again, is pretty unique, and I like it. So I'm going to give it a 4 on art. I'm going to... so this is where I like to punish people on packaging. If you don't say your hops, you're not being forthcoming. Do I do it? I'm going to do it. So I'm going to give them a 2 on packaging. That's nothing to do with art. That's just about telling us what's in the can. So that levels them out at 6. Is it accurate? Yeah, I'd say they've done a pretty good job. Even without saying what hops are in there, I'm getting a face full of the very common West Coast flavors and aromas. So nice. I like it. I think we're going to give them a 4 on accuracy and a 3 on uniqueness because it's just plain Jane West Coast. And that's nice. So it's a 13. Do I like it? You know, there are more interesting West Coast IPAs. For the more discerning West Coast palate who really likes to dive into interesting beers, maybe not this one, but if friends come over to your house and you want to say, hey, here's a nice gentle West Coasty for you, this would be great, right? It is very middle of the road West Coast IPA. Nothing great, nothing bad, just kind of there, right? So we're at a 6. What did I say? 6 plus 7 is 13. I might just give them a 7. Let's just say 7. Let's just give them a straight up 20 out of 30 on it. It's good. If they had put the hops on, it would have been bumped up to 21, but next time, all right? Not bad. I like Kinnegar, and I'm going to explore more. So that is the end of that one. Thank you once again for watching. And if you are not signed up, not registered, please do all that stuff. And also check me out on Instagram. Because the beers I don't do here, I don't do all beers here. If there's just one that I think I've done too much of this brewery, Northern Monk crosses my path. I just mentioned them like way too often. I just enjoy them, and I'll probably Instagram them, or I'll stick them on my Untappd. Friend me on Untappd, and you can kind of follow along with what I'm doing. That is the end. And once again, I'm Steve. This is BeerNative. Thank you for watching.